First one is like poll the general stats API, poll the meta stats API. Can we do that?
General stats, this one, total contributions here, and per user contribution here.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let's upload a file and see how things are changing.
So we have HBR file here, metadata, file name, and file type defined. And this is the endpoint where the data will go. Then backend will upload, store the data, and process the file. And take out general parameters for start and end of the heart rate of the user, timestamps, and calculate how much was the duration of recording. So now we have the ID of the document that is uploaded. And now let's see per user contribution. So if we see that file is the document ID is reflected here. The number of heartbeats were this much and the duration of recording was this much.
Okay.
And here we have a total contributions. So if we see, it increases. So this is the count of number of heartbeats from all the files uploaded so far, and this is the duration of the recording, total duration.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So this captures the first part of the deliveries as far as I can see it. And then the next part is about logging user. Okay, this is already possible. Then the next one is sending some metadata to the backend.
And yeah, so we have a user metadata endpoint here, and the file here contains some content like maybe what's the age of the user, tags associated with the user, physical activity of the user, and any kind of information that would help to define the health of a user or his physical well-being. So this data is this file will contain that data in JSON format, and user metadata with that file type file, so that backend can identify what kind of file it is and then process it accordingly and add additional data on top of the content present in it. So we can see this is uploaded here, and if we go to the database, then we can see that this file is available there, and backend has stored it successfully.
Awesome. Can we also retrieve that file?
We can retrieve that file. We would just need to expose some endpoint and include it in per user contribution, so that we can see what so user can see what he has uploaded, and also we can create other kind of views through which we can expose that data for compute to data environment.
Okay. So yeah, then the next point is about showing an algorithm on this data, as we can't use compute to data. So I think, should I present now?
Sure.
Okay. Let me share my screen then. All right, as we can't use compute to data, it's unfortunately not working. We now have created a small script which goes over the data and works with it. So like that's now here on command line. So we can now execute the algorithm inside there. So now we also get the number of heartbeats, we calculate the sum, and then the average heartbeat. So like that's a small Python script. But if the data would then, like in here, be exposed inside compute to data container, would actually be exactly the same thing. So we can then also execute these algorithms. Okay, yeah. From my point of view, this captures all the requirements. Unfortunately, the data token also doesn't make any sense here. Here, the fifth point, because there are no data tokens anymore with dynamic pricing. So that was the idea here of having that. And so that covers, from my point of view, the presentation for this milestone for Brainstem Health Shipyard program grant, milestone number 1. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.